NSA signals intelligence use of EMF brain stimulation. NSA signals intelligence use EMF brain stimulation for remote neural monitoring, RNM, and electronic brain link, EBL. EMF brain stimulation has been in development since the MKUltra program of the early 1950s, which included neurological research into radiation, non-ionizing EMF, and bioelectric research and development. The resulting secret technology is categorized at the National Security Archives as radiation intelligence, defined as information from unintentionally emanated electromagnetic waves in the environment, not including radioactivity or nuclear detonation. Signals intelligence implemented and kept this technology secret in the same manner as other electronic warfare programs of the U.S. government. The NSA monitors available information about this technology and withholds scientific research from the public. There are also international intelligence agency agreements to keep this technology secret. The NSA has proprietary electronic equipment that analyzes electrical activity in humans from a distance. NSA computer-generated brain mapping can continuously monitor all the electrical activity in die brain continuously. The NSA records and decodes individual brain maps of hundreds of thousands of persons for national security purposes. EMF brain stimulation is also secretly used by the military for brain-to-computer link. In military fighter aircraft, for example. For electronic surveillance purposes, electrical activity in the speech center of the brain can be translated into the subject's verbal thoughts. RNM can send encoded signals to the brain's auditory cortex, thus allowing audio communication direct to the brain, bypassing the ears. NSA operatives can use this to covertly debilitate subjects by simulating auditory hallucinations characteristic of paranoid schizophrenia. Without any contact with the subject, remote neural monitoring can map out electrical activity from the visual cortex of a subject's brain and show images from the subject's brain on a video monitor. NSA operatives see what the surveillance subject's eyes are seeing. Visual memory can also be seen. RNM can send images direct to the visual cortex, bypassing the eyes and optic nerves. NSA operatives can use this to surreptitiously put images in a surveillance subject's brain while they are in REM sleep for brain programming purposes. Capabilities of NSA operatives using RNM. There has been a signals intelligence network in the U.S. since the 1940s. The NSA, Fort Meade, has in place a vast two-way wireless RNM system which is used to track subjects and non-invasively monitor audio-visual information in their brain. This is all done with no physical contact with the subject. RNM is the ultimate method of surveillance and domestic intelligence. Speech and 3D sound and subliminal audio can be sent to the auditory cortex of the subject's brain, bypassing the ears, and images can be sent into the visual cortex. RNM can alter a subject's perceptions, moods, and motor control. Speech cortex-auditory cortex link has become the ultimate communications system for the intelligence community. RNM allows for a complete audio-visual brain-to-brain link or brain-to-computer link. National Security Agency signals intelligence electronic brain link technology. NSA SIG-INT can remotely detect, identify and monitor a person's bioelectric fields. The NSA's signals intelligence has the proprietary ability to remotely and non-invasively monitor information in the human brain by digitally decoding the evoked potentials in the 30-50 Hz, 0.5 mW electromagnetic emissions from the brain. Neuronal activity in the brain creates a shifting electrical pattern that has a shifting magnetic flux. This magnetic flux puts out a constant 30-50 Hz, 0.5 mW electromagnetic EMF wave. Contained in the electromagnetic emission from the brain are spikes and patterns called evoked potentials. Every thought, reaction, motor command, auditory event, and visual image in the brain has a corresponding evoked potential or set of evoked potentials. The EMF emission from the brain can be decoded into the current thoughts, images and sounds in the subject's brain. NSA SIG-INT use ZMF transmitted brain stimulation as a communications system to transmit information, as well as nervous system messages to intelligence agents and also to transmit to the brains of covert operations subjects on a non-perceptible level. EMF brain stimulation works by sending a complexly coded and pulsed electromagnetic signal to trigger evoked potentials, events in the brain, thereby forming sound and visual images in the brain's neural circuits. EMF brain stimulation can also change a person's brain states and affect motor control. Two-way electronic brain link is done by remotely monitoring neural audio-visual information while transmitting sound to the auditory cortex, bypassing the ears, and transmitting faint images to the visual cortex, bypassing the optic nerves and eyes. The images appear as floating 2D screens in the brain. Two-way electronic brain link has become the ultimate communications system for CIA and NSA personnel. Remote neural monitoring, RNM, remotely monitoring bioelectric information in the human brain, has become the ultimate surveillance system. It is used by a limited number of agents in the U.S. intelligence community. RNM requires decoding the resonance frequency of each specific brain area. That frequency is then modulated in order to impose information in that specific brain area. The frequency to which the various brain areas respond varies from 3 Hz to 50 Hz. Only NSA signals intelligence modulates signals in this frequency band.